Hi, everyone. It is Lorraine I'm one of the coaches here at BJK University. And today we're going to be working on some product research. I know there's many people who are really looking for that product to sell, and you can use our formula on other platforms. But Amazon is the best one by far. And so we use a tool called Helium 10. We've done a lot of research over the years, and we found that this tool is one of the best ones to use. It gives us our criteria that we're looking for, has many filters, has many options here for you. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to start with um, a tool. And up here, you're going to see where it says products. And when you hover over products, you're going to see many things that are inside Helium 10. But how we search for products is by black box and by magnet. Today, we're going to begin with black box. Now, there's two ways to find product. There's by product and by keyword. Allow me to explain. Keyword. People sit at their desk and they type words into the keyboard, hence a keyword. And so the product, when you find a keyword that has good numbers, that keyword becomes the product. So I will sell a puppy diaper if that's what says the numbers look good. I'm not necessarily interested in going into the pet niche, but it's the product that's good. So it always depends on the numbers. Always stay loyal to the numbers, not the product. Products can go up and down over time. And when a product doesn't serve you well anymore, you let it go and you bring in the next. This is why we're consistently doing product research to find the next product. So today we're going to try by product. One of these little boxes here are called filters. We have a set criteria that we go by. And so here are some of the criteria. First, we want to pick a category. And we want to pick a category that is least likely to be gated. And what we mean by that is I don't need certificates. There's no electronics. Babies are very sensitive. They have sensitive skin and they can have allergies and anything. So there's a lot of certificates that can get involved in selling a baby product, especially anything that goes in the mouth. And if anybody knows babies, pretty much everything goes in the mouth. Now, when we're looking at beauty and personal care, we're looking at people that can have allergies. And so I kind of want to stay away from that liability. Now, it doesn't mean you cannot sell these products. It's just we're looking for something a little bit more simple to start our launches with. Now, clothing, and that is another category where people kind of send back a lot of returns. And if you have too many returns, you're going to get a little letter from Amazon saying, hey, you need to fix this, or we may need to close this listing. So people tend to buy smaller than what they are. Just like shoes, you see people go into shoe stores. Oh, I'm a size 7 and you're actually a size 9 trying to fit that big foot into a size 7. Okay? And they're going to return it saying it's not the right size. It's not accurate. I'm like, yes, honey, it is. It's just that you need to be more accurate yourself. So clothing is not really a category that we would like to go into. We want to go into something like, see, you can do health and household because there's household in there. So I want to take that one, home and kitchen. Industrial and scientific is a good one too, but I'm going to go for kitchen and dining. Another one is patio, lawn and garden, maybe pets and sports and outdoors. Now, I don't have to pick all of these. I can do one at a time. I can do three or two at a time. But I'm going to take a bunch of them just so we can bring up the maximum amount of product that we can find. Now, when it comes over to here, the sales price, we don't want to have anything that is below $29.99. In order to be able to make a decent profit, you want your product to sell no less than $29.99. But I'm not going to put that in the price, okay? What I'm going to put in is $39.99. And the reason being is if I find a product that's selling at 39, that could be the guy who's selling it for the most. It could be a brand name or something, but then everybody else on the listing is lower. So if I put it at $39.99 and my target is $29.99, I'm going to have a better shot at it. And if I put in $29.99, I'm going to get $17 products. So I don't want to do that. Maximum, I go $15 to $20. And so I will say I always try to stay at around $15. So that's 40, 45, 50, 55. So Let's just go with 55.99. It would be 54 for a more price consistency of $15, but it's basically 40 to $55. So the next thing I want to look at is my review count. I want a maximum of 300 reviews. Okay, that doesn't mean everybody is going to have that, but I want to find a keyword where more people have this. Reason being is I want to see somebody who's selling in a lower review market. If there's a lot of people with 1,000 reviews, 10,000, 20,000 reviews, I have to compete against them. When you shop on Amazon, you see somebody with one review versus somebody with 700 reviews. Who are you going to lean towards more picking? You're going to take a look at the one with the more reviews. Seems like more people are going with them. Doesn't mean it's a better product. He may have a 4.3 rating, whereas the one that has 10 reviews still has a 5-star rating. But people kind of look at different people look at it differently. And so they're going to tend to go with somebody who has more reviews. So you want to be able to sell on a page where there's more than one, two, three, maybe four people that are below 300 reviews. That's a great in. Another one is your weight. I'm going to say my maximum weight is going to be 3 pounds. I go 3 to 5, but that's because I'm a little bit more seasoned. But 3 pounds is good. And this is what keeps your FBA fees low. Okay. Now, variation count. That's if somebody has a listing and they have a yoga mat, and inside you're going to see a blue yoga mat and a black yoga mat. And the front page, it's a white yoga mat. So variations are what's inside the blue and the black. And I don't want to compete with a bunch of people when I open their listing. They have every color of the rainbow. And here I come along with just one product. It's going to be more difficult. So I say maximum two. That's a pretty good number. I think we have and exclude title keywords. So Christmas, holiday, sheets, cards, supplements. I don't want to see these products coming in. And right now, I'm going to add another one, and that is Valentine's Day. Valentine's. Okay. So I don't want to see Valentine's products. So if I use these exclusions, these things will not come up. I will do shirt, pants, socks, cards, supplements. Otherwise, that's what we're going to get. So I want to remove those. If at any time you start to see a consistency of something, look at what it is that they're typing in. Like if it all says pills, I will come back up to edit, put the word pills up here, and it will refresh and all those products will disappear. And I will show you that. So I think we've got enough criteria in. And we're going to press search. And let's go look and see what's going on. Let's see if there's anybody who's selling a product in our criteria. So I see aquatic dumbbell set. I think this is pretty cool. EVA foam pool weight dumbbell water. Selling it for $54. Okay. All right. And I'm trying to see ASIN sales. It doesn't say anything up there. I'm surprised. Parent level revenues. Did I miss something? Let me see. I don't think so. Rating, bestseller, listing, shopping, weight, number, variation, title. Okay, we'll go down, branch, and we have our pricing and ASIN revenue, 8,000. I want to see people making at least $8,000 a month. That's what I missed. Okay, now we're good. Now it's going to reset for me. Right. So now I can see money being made. I missed that one. Okay, pure encapsulated. See, this is a supplement. Supplement. Potent. I should have put the word powder in. So I have a lot of supplements showing up, and this is not what I wanted. So I try. They're going by name and leaving a consistent word out, and that's why they're complex could be one. So let me see, Nicorette. And so we got a lot of this. So we're searching for something like this. Let me see what that is. Oh, that's peptides. We're still in the supplement section. Okay, so Willow Tree is a name brand. Nativity Table Runner. That's holiday. Okay, so we're going to have to go to another one, another page. And let's see if we can spot something. Hollywood Gingerbread Chef Nutcracker Knife Chopping Bowl. A knife chopping bowl. Okay, that's different. And I don't see curved stainless steel rocker knife. All right, how much are they selling the rocker knife for? $42. Interesting. So if I look at that one, and then they have soft crossbow case. Interesting. This would be a higher ticket item probably. Well, it's only $49.99. Not bad. Okay, so that's another one we could look at. I do want to go take a look at this one. So what we're going to do is I can copy down the ASIN. I can go over to Amazon and I can drop the ASIN in here. And when I do, it's going to bring up, oops, I got the plus sign in there. It's going to bring up something. Let me see. Get rid of that and try again. There we go. So now what I'm looking for is the main keyword, knife and chopping bowl. So I see that this one is curved stainless steel rocker knife. Let me see. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, copy. We'll bring it back up here. Paste, and we'll get curved stainless steel rocker knife. Okay, and we'll remove the rest. So now what we're looking for is everybody on the page looking the same. Look at that. Oh, some of these are really, that looks like Damascus. That looks nice. Some of these are really nice. Prices seem to be pretty good at 44 and 39. Of course, you're always going to have some low ballers, but I want to see more price consistency. 44, 20, 21. 21, 44, 36, 32. All right, let's go see what's going on. So now the tool that we have called Helium 10 is right here. It'll be on top. Okay, so we're going to click on this and hopefully it will pop open soon. It's been a little slow lately. A lot of people are product researching. So when we do this, we're going to start to analyze it. And we're going to look to see if there is any brand dominance. Is there brand dominance? That means that one brand is taking up, like this brand right here, Rococo. If they had like 3 or 4 listings right in the top 10, that means they're dominating that market. And if they dominate that market, it's going to be very hard to compete with them. So when I click this, we're going to have a drop down menu. We're going to have something that's called X-ray. Just like when you go to the doctor, an X-ray looks at the bones, correct? Well, this is the bones of the listings. And we're going to take a look inside. We're going to spy on our competition. And legally, that pizza's making me hungry. How about you guys? We're going to try again. A little slow. These are really cool. I'm hoping that we have some price consistency because this is a cool knife. I really like it. The one thing I would not suggest for your first time product is doing something that has knife in it. And the reason being is sometimes the algorithm or the bots will pick it up and assume it's a weapon. So you're constantly, maybe your listing goes down, you have to tell them this is for kitchen goods. They should be able to see that in your category listing on the page. And if I scroll over, you can see, let me see, it'll say what category it's in. La 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 la. Did I skip over it? Large, large. Probably. I don't know. It used to be up there. Anyways, it usually says like a home and kitchen and dining. Okay, so the first thing, like I said, we're looking at all the brand names, and it looks like there's a bunch of different ones, and that's good. We have one that only has 2, and everybody else is different. So now when you open this up, this filter right here, you'll see a bunch of SPs. I already have it set to remove it upon opening. So you'll see a bunch of SPs. So the first thing you're going to do is click the filter, hide the sponsored, and apply filter, and all the SPs will disappear. Well, yeah, but why do we want the sponsored to disappear? Because they're also here on the page. Sponsored means you're trying to bring your organic listing up to the top. So it will duplicate your listing, put sponsored, people will click on it, Amazon gets paid. So it's an ad, but you're also somewhere else on the page, and we don't want to review you twice. So in here, the price consistency, I see 29, 28. 44. I don't really see some price consistency unless you're looking at 19, 21, 2019, and another 19 at the bottom. So this product is a little bit below what we're looking for. It's a little low. So I don't know if there's another keyword, but that's for another session and we can show you how to find other keywords. But right now, I don't think that's such a good product. I'm not going to continue with this one, but what I am going to do is I'm going to close that and go back and see if there's another product. Well, I like the camo padded archery bow, and it could be padded archery bow what? Carrier bag. Okay, let's go take a look. We've copied the ASIN. We're going to go back over to Amazon, open up a new one, because when you keep on doing multiple lately, I'm not sure what happens, but it kind of stalls out Amazon. Uh, I think the holidays have been pretty busy. Okay, so I do have some things. This is the one we were looking at, 29, 35, 35. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and x-ray this. I'm I can see that it is a bow, but it's such a weird design. Huh. Okay. And so again, we're going to click on X-ray and we're going to go inside and take a look. A lot of sports and outdoors do tend to have some brand dominance. So I'm only looking at one person. What I want, so this is what happens when you're looking at a name brand and you pull up their ASIN. You're only going to get that one person. You're going to think something's wrong. Well, don't do that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I want to take this and say cross. Yeah, let's go grab a keyword. Uh, soft crossbow case. I think that's the one. And because we want a more generic one, and we're going to say, we're going to put it in and see what happens. Now I'm going to get everybody on the page kind of looking the same. There we go. That's what we want. All right. Okay. 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 This is good. I'm seeing a little bit more better numbers here. That's great. So you don't want a page where you have different products on there. Like if you type in coffee pot, you're going to get a percolator and a K cup and a camping simple coffee pot. So you want to be a little bit more specific with your keyword. This is soft crossbow case. Okay, so right now we're waiting for Helium 10 to pop up. We've done it. Sometimes if I do it again, it will force it to pop up. But now it's got, and usually if I cannot scroll, then I know it's working because it freezes me until it's ready. But if we scroll down a little bit more, we see that this one is a little bit different from the other designs. But it's still the same. And this is another one that's a little bit different. It's a compound bow case. So that could be another keyword. That could be another keyword. These are pretty neat. I like them. Looks like it should have a cello in there. So we're still waiting on Helium 10. Not sure what the holdup is. I think it's about ready to show. Come on. Did it not click? Apparently it's a little slow tonight. And again, what we'll do is we'll pick up the X-ray. We'll look at the brand dominance. We'll see if there's price consistency, and we're going to check those reviews. We also want to make sure that there's enough people making money in there. We want to make sure that there's people making over $8,000. Now, sometimes you'll see you'll open up an X-ray and you'll see a whole lot of people making over 100,000. Let me tell you something. That's when you say, nope. Yeah, but I want to make a lot of money. Of course you do, but you need to scale to that. Because if you get in a room with people that are selling 100,000, look at how many sales a month they're making. They could be doing 10,000 sales a month. And if that's the case, you need 2 months inventory. So that would be 20,000. Now imagine what your price is on 20,000 goods. So they've been at this for a while. Again, like I said, in the I have 1, 2, 3 of this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There is brand dominance in this one. big brand dominance. Now, for instance, let's just say that this did not have brand dominance. So we were good here. It just has a bunch of people like this, okay, with no brand dominance. We're going to start to look at the prices. One, two, three, four. So I do have four. I have five. I have five. The criteria is at least four that are consistent together. And I do have that. My fees are good. Now I have to make sure that I have at least four that are under 300 in reviews. Look at this. Oh, that is really good. Look at that. 9 and 10. I want to make sure that people are making over $8,000, 21,000, 9,000, 37,000, 10,000, 16,000. And as I go down, I see an 11. I see some lower numbers coming in down here, and these are from old season sellers. So they might have done really well at Christmas time, though. But these graphs are the last 30 days, not last month, the last 30 days. So when tomorrow comes, there you go. And that 30th day, the 31st day will disappear, and it only goes by that. So the numbers can be changing a little bit and the dominance can change a little bit, but it's generally going to stay very consistent. The next thing we want to do, and we know that this is not the correct keyword. Why? Because it's saying there's no search volume for this keyword. And what I would do is I would open up here, I would click 1 year, and I would look where it says 5,000 to 20,000. And I would make sure that that graph stays steady up and down, up and down. As long as it stays within 5,000 to 20,000 search volume, it's a good graph. It can be one part of the year it's at 5,000, 6,000, another part of the year it's 20,000. And if you see this for 6 months on, 6 months off, it means it's a seasonal product, but it's still good to sell because it still sells over it still has over 5,000 search volume. So this is how we're looking for products by keyword. I mean by product. The next time we meet, we're going to go and look at it by keyword. We can actually do that. Actually, I really like looking by keyword. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Since we're here already in Black Box, we're going to search by keyword. As you see, we're going to have some of the same filters. I like keyword because keywords become the product. So my minimum search volume, just like we were talking about, 5,000 to 20,000. That's how many people I need to see searching in the last 30 days. Monthly revenues, minimum of 8,000. I will not cap off the max because I want to see how much people are making, no matter what it is. Price, I'm going to go to $35.99. And review count maximum, not minimum, maximum is 300. I'm not worried about this. I am worried about, okay, so minimum word count 2. I don't want a keyword that's like ball because I could get a ball bearing. I can get a beach ball. I can get any ball that is anywhere. So I want to be a little bit more specific, at least 2 words. Like if I sell coffee, I'm selling coffee. If I'm selling coffee pot, okay, I'm selling a coffee pot, a tea kettle, things with a desk riser, things like this. So now again, we're going to go to category and we're going to pick some categories. And again, we're going to take no homemade, handmade products. No. 1, 2, Kindle store. Let me see, kitchen and dining, and let's do patio. That's enough. Let's just run with that and press search. I've already got my top line filled in. I don't need a whole lot down here. I do think I should put in the monthly sales, minimum monthly sales. 8,000. Okay, that's better. Variation count, maximum of 2. I always pick 1. I want the minimum amount. All right, and I think we're good. Let's just go ahead and take a look. By keyword. I didn't exclude the title keywords, which I really should, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't have anything showing up, and that's odd. That is very odd. Okay, oh, okay. Let me move that out and see what happens. Okay, I've got some product now. I put in the wrong filter. Okay, so This is weight loss product, sugar control gummies, nut milk maker machine. This is pretty cool. Twice light stick. I would not pick that because I think Twice is a name brand. Christmas Village. See, I didn't put those keywords in, and that's why that's happening. And I know there is it at the top? I should be able, 10 phrases found. Okay. Well, we're going to check out the nut milk maker. Okay. Over here, you're going to see three dots. Let's go ahead and view it on Amazon. It's going to take me to the main page where all the people who are selling a nut milk maker are here. There we go. And let's see what some of these prices are. 45, 59. Oh, this is really price consistent. Okay. I'm liking what I see so far. Guess you can do oat milk and almond milk, any kind. That looks like chicken, I think. Nut milk maker. Interesting. Okay. Come on. Come on, Helium 10. I like it just to work really fast today for me. I'm watching this guy on how he's doing it. Pretty interesting. I will close this off. Look at that. It's right in our criteria, just like we asked for. 10,000 people are searching for this keyword alone in 30 days. So I'm going to come here and look, no brand dominance. I see this guy is in there twice, and that's about it. That's really good. Now let's look at price consistency. 59, 59, 69, 59. 59. So I see at least five of them that are price consistent within $15 of each other. And you can go even up to, if, let me see, you could even go to, nope, nope, that's about price consistent. And you have a little bit above and a little bit below. So this one has NA on the fees, but it's making money. But this one has zero money. So unfortunately, I need to get rid of them because I can't judge somebody who's not making money. And so I'll click on this one and that one and I'll remove them. Delete, remove. I have 9 and 9 up here. That's amazing. That's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have at least 4. And then I have a 45, which is 5. And I like it. A 49. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $15 of each other. I like it. Now, I want to look at creation dates. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have people who are launching, but I have somebody who launched in May. I have anybody earlier than that, July. We're already in January of the next year, 7 months later. So what I'm looking for is most recent launches. How many? I have October, November, December. So November, December are really our latest launches for 2025. These two. This is another year. So I see two of them that are just recent. And then, we're trickling throughout October, November, December. All right. Because I don't want a whole bunch of people jumping in. Here's another one. All right. So we're going to have to get rid of that one and get them out of there because cannot judge if no money's being made. It looks like got 2 reviews, which means they probably are brand new and selling. And it did say December. So their numbers are just not in. I'm still at 9 and 9. 9 reviews, 9 revenues over 8,000. Under 300 reviews, I have 9 of them. That looks amazing. That's rare. I really like that. But I do have a heavier product, which means my fees are going to be a little bit higher. But that's okay because my price is a little bit higher. So I'm actually doing really well in here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the graph. I'm going to go ahead and look at 1 year and make sure that it stays within the criteria. It goes down to 10, it goes up. I don't mind the top spin up here at 23 because that's Prime Day. And then we had a second Prime Day, and then we had the holidays. Okay, so the product is following patterns. It's really good. These numbers are good. Now let's go look at all time. Okay, it started off down here and then it started taking off around November 2024. So it's been in there a year and it's been doing good in the criteria. Checks one of my boxes. Okay, so search volume is in there, graft is in there, consistency is in there, ASIN revenues. I definitely have. I got 9 people selling over. But here's the good thing. I see I can go from 8,000 to 11,000 to 20,000, 27 to 27 to 50,000, 50,000 to 90,000, 90,000 to 140. It's scalable. You see that it is scalable, and that's really good. The one you want to go by is ASIN revenue because ASIN revenue is this one right here. Parent level is the arrow. So if I click the arrow, I'm going to see this one has a parent. And I know that he has variations by the two numbers are different. This one is selling one product. This one is selling what's listed right here is making 90,000, but what's inside is calculated up to equal 136,000. So if I click this, you're going to be able to see that this guy has one, two, three, four different variations. It could be style. It could be amount. It looks like it's the same thing, but in different versions. Hence why there are different prices. And now on each one of these ones inside, they're making their own money. And that's what's getting him up to 136,000. It's good information to know. This is great. I love it. So now when I want to get rid of that, I simply click the arrow again and they disappear. So far, this looks like a really good product. The only thing that's outside our criteria is the weight, but it's still profitable. We can see that it is. And what we'll eventually do is we will end up going to the FBA calculator, inputting the price, and inputting how much it would cost to ship it over. But that's for another lesson. And I hope you enjoyed this. Finding products is not as difficult as people tend to make it seem. What it is they're so focused on product, product, product. I got to find a product. Oh no. And then they find something and they go down what's called the rabbit hole and they keep trying and trying and trying. Let it go. Sometimes let it go because if you let it go, the next one pops up and it ends up being a good one. It takes time to learn how to do it, but if you do repetition, you'll get better and better each time. The great thing about it at BJK University is when you find a product, we have what's called how to post for product opinion. You'll blur out the keyword and we won't see it. So we never know what it is. We never know all we can see is the data. And the coaches will come in and students will come in and say, hey, this looks really good. And a coach will say, it does look pretty good. It's almost there, but, and we'll explain what's wrong. And they're like, oh, thank you, coach. I'll be right back. And they'll actually go in and look for another keyword for the same product. And it's like, how about this keyword? And then we'll go in the community and we'll take a look because they tag us at Lorraine, at Hind, and we'll go take a look. And it's like, wow, you did it. Good job. Go ahead and do an in-depth analysis. And that's for another video too. So I hope you enjoyed today on learning how to do product research with Helium 10's Black Box. Next up, we'll try some magnet, or maybe we'll look at some cerebral, or maybe we'll look at some stores and learn how to spy on our competition. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Aloha.